Now, this is my favorite song on
Yeah.
the EP. We're
Yeah.
talking about Blessed. All right. This is my song here, and I know the visuals just dropped about, I
Yeah.
think it was like about 4 days ago or something like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Couple days.
Let's talk about that because let me tell you, in that one, there is where I really discovered your range. You went from here to right up here vocally. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
let's talk about how did that come around and what zone were you in when you even decided to put that together and show everybody that, listen, I really sing.
Yeah, honestly, it wasn't necessarily that I wanted to show people that I really sing. I wanted to kind of just honor my relationship with God, right? It's a 4 year long relationship now, and I don't know, I would just not be the person that I am sitting before you today, as fearless as I am, and vulnerable and strong seeming. I don't know how people see me, but whatever, whoever you think I am, who is inspiring or whatever, because of Jesus, because of God, right? So I wanted to create a song that celebrated that, and I almost didn't even put it on the EP. Yeah,
What?
no, because the version that you hear, Izzy had just given me the demo version of the beat, right? So I never even have the full beat yet. So I wrote the song, and then I was like, it feels honestly like a celebration. I'm a love gospel music from ever since we love gospel, even before I start really like try having a relationship, because as you know, like your personal relationship with God is really what counts, right? So even before that, so I was just like, wrote the first word, why you believe me, try to my best for a purpose, which is the truth. Like I've always tried to stay on the path of purpose, right? There are things that pull me left and right, but I always try to make my way back, right? um yeah, at the end of by the end of it, after the chorus, I was just like, no, I just feel like many figures get out, them with it. Yeah, listen to Tamila Man and them people and Yolanda Adams, and them just like get away. But I just feel like I felt like that was a natural like trajectory of the song. So I was just like, let me just again be obedient to where the song is taking me. And that's how I ended up with the God it goes, that wasn't the best version of it. But yeah, I kind of just yeah, I wanted to kind of follow the path of the song. If that's, I don't know how that sounds, but yeah.
But I understand you. You have to understand music is a spiritual thing. Wherever this spirit leads you is where you have to go to get this perfect sounding thing, which is music.
Yes. Yes.
I understand the visuals. How did you come up with the visuals? Because I know you were either the editor. No, you weren't the editor. You were the director in that one.
Creative director, and editor for it. Like I shared all the roles with, except shooting it, because I didn't shoot any. Actually, I did shoot a bit of it too. The walking, like the horse shot, because I had a stand-in for me. Like a little part, but I mean, big up to Yarm Savion. He really shot like 99.9% of the video. Just like a talented, brilliant director, right? But yeah, we kind of just split all the roles, and all the looks that you see, like I styled myself, the makeup I did myself, like everything was kind of just a 2-man thing in like every way.
Yeah.
Every way. So what the meaning of the video now is really just telling my own spiritual journey, right? I didn't always have a connection with God, and I thought that I was okay. I didn't realize how unprotected and how uncovered or how like lost I was until my whole life was interrupted by a traumatic event. I would get into it, but like, boy, it would be a hell of a story right now for going on. One day though, I will share it because it is a key part of my testimony. But anyway, so yeah, so a traumatic life event interrupted my whole thing, what I had going on. And that kind of forced me to dig deeper than I've ever digged in my whole life, right? And in doing that, like I honestly felt the hand of God on me, right? Where it's kind of like I felt at the time very useless, hopeless, just in despair, like at rock bottom, right? Rock bottom. Okay. And I will never forget having all of those things, like those feelings of uselessness and hopelessness, just like pulled up out of me my muscle and replaced with peace. This may I say so.
Mhm.
Yeah, you never know. You never realize how lost you are until you come to that moment. And then after that moment, though, you find out more about yourself, how you're supposed to be acting in accordance with. Um, and honestly, a lot of the fear goes away. A lot of the doubt goes away. You find that you're less easily pulled from one end to the other because you're rooted. You see what I say?
Mhm.
Um, so that's really what the video is describing. So I wanted to go into a wilderness kind of a scenery where you see me kind of living my everyday life like everything is okay, as if I'm gonna live in a middle of shack in the middle of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
And then that now becomes disturbed by me being watched,
Watched.
right, in the video. So that's fear. That's the introduction of fear until it comes to a point where fear invades the home that I'm in, which is why when you see the part when I start run now, the
Okay.
person will come from behind the door. So it means them find who me live and in the place now, right? Yeah. So that's when I end up running away from fear. And in my running away from fear and really realizing that, oh wow, I'm really vulnerable, really uncovered. I need to kind of just like get out of this and find something with more meaning to connect to. That's how I end up discovering the horse, which is my idea of like God's hand. You see what I say? So God always puts a hand in to like
Mhm.
rescue you. And in my case, like depicted that with the horse, out of nowhere the horse, and then I get to like escape and run away. And then you see me like really at peace in the end by the lake where, I've found lot more about found out a lot more about who I am. So yeah, that's what bliss is. And I hope that it was, yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. I knew bits and pieces. I could figure it out, but what one part I knew 100% what it mean was when the horse just appeared out of nowhere where you're running away. I said, okay, I understand
Yeah.
100% what's going on
Yeah, yeah. No, I appreciate that because I understand. Say some people might not really fully understand, but if you never, even if you not really fully understand, me still want to just come up, get across the idea that it's a divine moment. You see what I say?
here.
Or an evolution. See what I say? Yeah.
This podcast is brought to you by www.twolinedmusichut.com.